My documentary is on procrastination. The documentary I compared mine to in the production process was the 2004 documentary Super Size Me. The documentary starts off with background footage. It's a documentary on food, so ideally it starts off with shots of fast food corporations. Likewise, in my documentary, we kicked it off with the background shot of our college because it's a college-based documentary. This immediately gives viewers an insight on what this documentary is going to be about. An important convention in media products is stats. Super Size Me kicks off showing stats, so it's only fair that my documentary showcases statistics too. I could have challenged media forums and left out stats, but they made my documentary feel just a little more reliable and trustworthy. Super Size Me has an on-screen presenter. My documentary had an on-screen presenter. Big surprise. A voiceover can get tiring. I presented my documentary to make it more watchable. Also, my documentary was participatory in accordance to modes, which is not ideal for most documentaries as presenters and camera crew are usually vacant. This is a media form that I actually challenged. My documentary had expert interviews, just like Super Size Me. Identical to stats, experts are reliable and a necessity. This is a form that I was never going to challenge. Lastly, since Super Size Me is about fast food chains, effects on people's health, ideally they interview people who were affected by heavy consumption of junk food. So ideally I interviewed people affected by procrastination and how it affected their grades. The inclusion of real lives affected by what I'm promoting as evil adds an emotive element to my documentary, which is what real media products do. I developed this convention. Speaking of evil, the narrative theory I focus on was a theory that media products have different characters by Vladimir Prop. In my documentary case, heroes are me, George, and Armin as we point out the negatives of procrastination. The damsel in distress are students at college who fall grip to procrastination, and the villains are the causes to procrastinate.